So I went to Germany. After getting lost, we found ourselves literally running late to catch our bus to Germany. So somebody sprinted ahead to catch the bus driver and ask if he could hold it for a couple minutes for the rest of us to show up. When the rest of the group caught up, the bus driver was making jokes and smiling kindly at us instead of being mad that we were making the bus late. This nice bus driver and the people that helped me in Amsterdam reminded me of the quote, "I depend upon the kindness of strangers." I found myself depending upon the kindness of a lot of strangers when I was in Europe. And that's probably one of the things that surprised me most about the whole trip. Just how willing strangers were to help me. We took a wonderful day trip to a tiny little town called Trier, where there were Roman city gates and pretty fountains and more gorgeous cathedrals and churches with more beautiful gardens. As I walked down this corridor, I couldn't help but imagine that Harry, Ron, and Hermione would come running past me on their way to save the Sorcerer's Stone. Then we saw a bubble man, and I had never been so entranced by bubbles before in my life. Though there was a lot of walking that day, the weather was beautiful and our day was perfect. On our train ride from Trier to Cologne, I couldn't help but stare out the window. It was more scenic than anything I had seen in the US. In Cologne, we saw the massive cathedral. My professor said he thought it was the most beautiful cathedral in Europe, and I completely agree. Then we met up with my friend's friend, a German exchange student who had been staying with my friend's family in the US for a year and had just returned to Germany. She really gave us a local perspective on Cologne, and it was nice not to have to worry about different languages for once. Then we ran to catch a boat tour. That's my #1 recommendation when traveling to Europe. Take boat tours when you can. They're a good time to sit down and rest. You get to see a lot of the city. It's relaxing, and most of the time they're only 8 to 12 euro. That evening we walked towards the fireworks festival and found a nice spot right next to the river. After 3 hours of sitting, a bunch of party boats lined up for the perfect view of fireworks. They also blasted their music for us. We get it. You have money. Then came the fireworks.
There we go. Oh, that was there we go.
Germany. It was real good. So that's what I did in Germany. If you want to hear more about what I did on my trip, you can watch my other videos, what I did in Belgium and what I did in Amsterdam. If you want to hear more about just a general overview of my trip, then you can watch my other video, what I did in Europe. See ya!